and the Orlando Wizards. It's time to dance, and we are underway from the City Beautiful. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they'll be let out by their 6-year quarterback.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Looking to throw. Klein. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back to throw. Klein. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. And the second thing is you prepare a little bit different.
And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Steelers first down. 1st and goal.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Operating from the gun. Klein to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway, and touchdown. A big play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Wizards have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. Oh, good move. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steelers' offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Taylor. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Taylor to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So nothing doing there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They bring their punter out there now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Gain of 12. First down, Pittsburgh.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Klein. He finds his man, complete. It's Contreras.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Wizards' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. In one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback here in the latter part of the season.
They begin with a quick throw out left. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Play action. Now Taylor. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
At the 34-yard line.
They go play action now. Taylor. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
That's another Orlando first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Taylor. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Taylor. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Taylor.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Looking to put a drive together. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Contreras.
And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
Off play action. Klein. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw. Klein. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Klein. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5.
Play action, it's Taylor.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. An option run here for Taylor.
Taylor hit. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
The offense retains possession.
Now Taylor. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Taylor will throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
Taylor will throw again.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now Taylor. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would say, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
Brings up
2nd and 9 now. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Klein.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Taken down at the 47-yard line. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Off the bootleg. Klein. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Contreras. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he will have the Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And his throw here is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Off the play fake. Klein. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits.
Here's Taylor. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the gun, it's Taylor. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Taylor. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
To throw is Taylor.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
This is caught. They're all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
He'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick here is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So halftime straight ahead, and that means we go to Scott Hanson. It is our EA Sports
Our tour around the
report. Scott,
NFL starts now with a tough matchup in the NFC. And it's the home team's quarterback. One of his 3 touchdown passes in the ball game. He also
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
Ooh, the juke. Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 20. Touchdown. A great play there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Wizards come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done. and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Operating from the gun, Klein. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant.
From the 48-yard line, here's the second down and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Operating from the gun, Klein.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll try and sneak it here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Carry, this is Scott. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Now Taylor to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Here's third and 3.
A gain of 9 brings up third.
Now it's Taylor.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw. Taylor. And he's got his man on the out route. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Throwing again on second down. Taylor firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row,
looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth.
That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change, because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And able to get this out to the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes...
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That's That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Scott. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Wizards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Nifty move.
And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down.
Complete to Bryant. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 44-yard line.
Got him in. It's Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Complete to number 84. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
Back to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one a gain of 20 in a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he had it going in the 1st half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
Oh, he's got a man wide complete. Still on his feet. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Wizards get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
16.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down at a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
Steelers, first down. It's a gain of 6. And the Steelers first
Now
down.
a play fake here on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. The 20, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
16.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Welcome back live to Orlando. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 8. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking to throw. Klein. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
To number 37. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45, and it'll be territory.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Klein. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
First down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
He finds his man, complete. It's Contreras. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And out of the backfield gets in for the score. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
Wide open receiver complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
And it is caught.
He spins free. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great effort there. 31 yards.
And the Wizards up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Steelers offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going deep here for Bryant. And this one is incomplete.
Second and 10.
It's second down and 10.
Operating from the gun, Klein. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Here now, third and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
Bryant has it.
And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The RPO, he completes it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Steelers first down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Contreras.
Here's a second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5. At the 60.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Operating from the gun, Klein. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
They'll run with Scott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Orlando,
they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.